Hi, this is Rick. I had a customer recently texted me and he said, "Hey, I heard that the PSA slabs block 95% of incident UV light. Is this true?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I've never tested one, but I know how to find out." And I did a similar video with CBCS and CGC previously, and adding my own immacuslab UV blocking protectors. So I said, okay, I'll redo the whole experiment from scratch. I had exactly one PSA slab, and luckily it was easy to open. I just put it in an oven, and you can take the two clamshells apart, so I didn't have to do any fancy laser cutting on it. But came apart, and this is that experiment. So between CGC, PSA, and CBCS. And you can see the video, and I'll do a quick analysis at the end. Okay, so we're going to start by getting our zero reading here, UV light. And this value is our blank. It's going to be, looks like it is, we'll let it go for a few seconds to get a nice average. Looks like it's around 11,200 milliwatts per meter squared. So 11,200. Now we're going to put a piece of CGC slab in between. See what that changes to. That is now 10,200 maybe. Gonna go for 10 seconds. All right, 10,200. We're going to put CBCS on here. Oops, better put this back in the center. This one I can't really count this. It's gotten a cloudy sort of a look to it, which I'm sure is diffracting some of the light. So I don't think I have to polish this to count the CBCS. Last time it was about the same as the CGC. I'm going to look at let's just go back up here again. And so the light is not the same brightness as it was before. So we want to make sure we get it. Oh, it's about 98. 60 is the initial. And then the PSA is going, let's see what it brings it down to here. It's a huge impact. It's a huge impact. Down to, I'll let it go a few more seconds here. 24,020. Yeah, it looks like about 2,400. Yeah, 2402 is the average. 2402. 2, and goes right back up. If you put the piece of the immacuslabs that I have here, let's see, this is averaging. Let this level out again here. It's going to 10,000, no, 11,750. And then we'll put this in the way here, and it drops to about 3,540, 3,540, 3,500. And I'll put the CGC one in here just for kicks, but we have to take it with a grain of salt, or the CBCS, because it's kind of a cloudy looking one. And that initial is 11,500. And it goes down to 9240, 9240. They were virtually identical last time I checked the two between them, but it looks like I mean, there's a clear winner here. That the PSA is, I need to laser cut a piece of that out for testing, but that is far and away better than anything else. If you put like, let's try an immacuslab plus CGC just for kicks to see what would happen, if it makes any difference at all. About the same as just the immacuslab. Just for fun, I want to see if we stack them all up here, but let's put everything. Is it really dropped down a lot? Yeah, 288. No, 2400. So it's kind of a limit. I think that's a lower limit. But the answer is PSA significantly better than CBCS or CGC. There's absolutely no doubt about it. It's a winner. I went back and had the computer do an analysis for me of the statistics for these regions that you see highlighted in color here. So you can see the CGC was 11,200 to 10,200. That's milliwatts per meter squared. So a reduction of 8.9%. And then PSA was a whopping 9660 to 2247. I know it's really interesting. You know, the light in the UV flashlight. This is an UV A and B sensor and light. It didn't go all the way back like it did for the others. I'm not sure why, but anyway, 77% drop, really significant. Like PSA did it wonderfully different than CGC. I put my own immacuslab coating that I make for putting on top of CGC and CBCS slabs. It reduced that by 70%. You can add that to the others, the CBCS or CGC. CBCS dropped by 19%, but you can't really count it because there was a cloudy film on my piece of CBCS slab. That's the only one I have, but it's probably more in line with CGC because last time I did this test, it was almost exactly the same. So, pretty impressive, really. So, to answer the question, does PSA block 95% of UV light? No, but it does a really good job and better than anything else that is available to you in the slab making field. Certainly, not by a small margin, but by a large margin. It is really superior in that sense. It's a much better slab for protecting your books from UV light. There, said and done. Asked and answered. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.